It is March 30th, 2015, exactly one day after the events of WrestleMania 31. And I've been up for about 2 hours because so here in the United Kingdom, WrestleMania started the main show started at 12 and ended at 4 a.m. So I so I so I didn't get up until like back at 1. Yeah. But anyway, with that said, here's my review of WrestleMania 31. And warning, this review contains spoilers, so if you've not seen the pay-per-view yet, stop this video now, go watch it, then come back. With that said, I'm start the review right about now. Alright, this time I actually saw the pre-show, kick-off, which was the fatal 4-way match for the Tag Team Championship, which consists of Taz and Cesaro, The New Day, Los Matadores, and the Usos. For a pre-show match, this was actually a really good match. Each team was giving it their all, especially the Usos and the New Day. Couldn't really give a crap about Los Matadores, but this is a tag team match which that should have been on the main show. Well, that and the next match I'll be talking about, but anyway, Taz and Cesaro, or Ty-Saro as Alex called them, awesome name by the way, retained their tag team titles. Which I was kind of hoping for the New Day to win, but Kim Cesaro did a pretty good job retaining the titles. And the second pre-show match, there was a second pre-show match, and it was the Under the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. Yeah, now I didn't watch Raw until after I made the prediction video, so I didn't realise that this match got moved to the kickoff. Pretty stupid idea, but this is WWE we're talking about. But anyway, I'll try to bring this down as much as I can, because trying to cover a Fightman Battle Royale in full would be absolutely fucking insane during a review. So I will say this was a pretty good match, with one of the contestants being Hideo Itami from NXT, and he did a pretty good job, but unfortunately he got eliminated. But he'll get moved to the main roster eventually, and hopefully hopefully have a Japanese WWE World Heavyweight Champion. But that would be a good idea, and we know what WWE's like with good ideas. And Mizdow finally did it. He had enough of the Miz's shit and eliminated his ass. Which led to a trial between him and the Big Show, and Mizdow came so close to taking down the Giant, but in the end, Big Show won the Under the Giant Memorial Trophy, and you know what? Say what you want about Big Show and him being a heel, but he kind of deserved it, because for years he has been compared to the legend that is Under the Giant, and him earning this trophy is a great honor for him. Enough said. Now on to the main show, and we start off with the ladder match for the for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, which consists of Daniel Bryan, Bad News Barrett, R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, and Stardust. A very frantic ladder match, and possibly one of the best ladder matches I've seen in a while. This one has that Money in the Bank style appeal to it, and each superstar just gave their all to try and go for the gold. Now, in the prediction, if I can remember correctly, I predicted for Dean Ambrose, but during the match, he got powerbombed through a ladder, which knocked completely in two, and was out most of the match. Also during the match, Stardust had his own ladder, which I can't remember what he called it, but it was something stupid. But then again, it's Stardust we're talking about. But then Daniel Bryan won, thus becoming the new Intercontinental Champion. So 2 years in a row, Daniel Bryan has won a title. So congratulations to Daniel Bryan. Next up, Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. Personal back and forth contest with Orton just giving Rollins the much needed ass whooping he has been waiting for, and despite the fact that I'm not the biggest Randy Orton fan, Orton, against all odds, and the fact with J&J Security trying to intervene, Orton managed to land an RKO to Rollins, and thus becoming the winner of the match. So all in all, this was a pretty decent match. Next up is Triple H versus Sting, and which became a no disqualification match for some reason. But anyway, before talking about the match, hey, Triple H's intro was fucking awesome. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, he did a Terminator style entrance, and it was fucking awesome. In case you're wondering why he did that, Terminator Genesis is out this year, which I cannot wait. But anyway, as for the match itself, this was possibly one of the best matches of the night. Triple H and Sting going at each other, and despite both DX and the NWO interfering, on the DX side you had No Dodgy James, Baz Bailey and X-Pac and eventually Shawn Michaels, and on the NWO side you had Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan trying to defend Sting, but in the end, unfortunately, Sting lost, which I kind of thought was a bit of a stupid move, having Sting lose his first match in WWE and at WrestleMania, but at least at the end of the match, Triple H offered his shook Sting's hand as a sign of sportsmanship. So say what you want about Triple H, but the man does have class, and as I said before, this was one of the best matches of the night, and I hope to see Sting wrestle again, hopefully at the next pay-per-view. Jump Cut Brothers! Next up is AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins. Now, normally, Divas matches at pay-per-views nowadays are usually a piss break, but this one was actually pretty good. Um, because for once, uh, the, the the Divas with talent didn't get screwed over, and as Paige and AJ managed to work as a team to give the Bella Twins a much needed beating, thus becoming the winners of the match. So yeah, a superb victory for AJ and Paige, considering that this is Paige's first WrestleMania, and she did an absolute awesome job. Next, if I can remember correctly, at least I think it was after that match. We get an in-ring segment with Stephanie and Triple H announcing the attendance record for this WrestleMania. It was over the 70,000 mark. I don't have the exact number, but if I do, I'll put it down here. But then they boasted about how the McMahon's made WWE and Triple H rubbing it in to the crowd that of how he beat Sting, and then all of a sudden, The Rock comes in, which I did not expect to see The Rock show up at WrestleMania 2 years in a row. He changes the usual insults, which led to I'm talking about creating a WrestleMania moment right here, right now. But Stephanie wasn't having that, slapped Rock and told him to get out. But then The Rock went round and spotted one of the celebrity guests, UFC fighter Ronda Rousey, and he escorted her into the ring, saying that he would never hit a woman, but Ronda Rousey would gladly take out Stephanie. And then Triple H and Rock exchanged just a few things between each other until eventually a fight broke out, including Ronda Rousey taking down Triple H and putting Stephanie into an arm hold, which looked really fucking painful. Seriously, hire this woman. I would gladly like to see her compete in a WWE ring at some point, because she would make the Bella Twins her bitches. I will tell you that right now. So yeah, so awesome seeing The Rock again, and I know hoping to maybe check out some of Ronda Rousey's UFC matches, see how much of a badass she really is. Anyway, now on to the next match. John Cena versus Rusev for the United States Championship. A pretty good matchup with Cena giving it his all, trying to take down the Bulgarian Brute, and with Lana constantly trying to make distractions by throwing her shoes into the ring. But then in the other match, Lana made the mistake of trying to go up to the ropes, which but when Cena tried to go to her, Rusev tried to charge into him, but Cena got out of the way and knocked Lana flat on her ass, which led to Cena hitting Rusev with the AA and go for the 1-2-3 count, and thus becoming the new United States Champion. Which means that Rusev is finally undefeated. No! Thank fuck. because that was well over past his welcome, and and I don't usually root for Cena, but I congratulate him for not only becoming the United States champion, but as well as ending Rusev's streak. And next up is Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker. Now, Taker was in much better health than he was last time, and this ended up being my second favorite match of the night, as Taker just went in, gave it his all, because as I said, he was in much better health than last time. Even though Bray Wyatt did try his hardest to take down the dead man, but in the end, the Phenom rose, hot Wyatt with a tombstone, and become victorious. Taker redeemed himself in the best way in the best way he could possibly do it, especially considering what happened last year when his undefeated streak was conquered. Hopefully, if this does turn out to be Taker's last match, if he's not able to compete for much longer, then next year, when WrestleMania heads to Texas, he needs to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2016. And main event time for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship: Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. This was actually a pretty good, powerful back and forth contest with Lesnar trying to be as brutal as possible to taking down Roman Reigns, but Reigns managed to get the upper hand and managed to super punch Brock Lesnar a good number of times, as well as getting a few spears to try and take down Lesnar. But then eventually at one point, but just when it looked like Lesnar was about to go for a pin after the fourth F5, Seth Rollins' music hits, and Rollins comes running down with the briefcase in hand, thus cashing in his money back briefcase and becoming a triple threat match. And during this, Seth Rollins managed to curse on Brock Lesnar, but then and just before Rollins managed to get in a second one, Brock Lesnar managed to set him up for the F5, but Reigns speared Lesnar. But then shortly afterwards, Rollins cursed on to Roman Reigns, pinned him, 1, 2, 3, and thus Seth Rollins became the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Jump cut again, brothers! Oh, okay, last time I promise. But yeah, I did not expect this to happen, but, well, though I will say, little story, my little brother, the one who has the WWE Network, he called this back in July, I think it was, when Rollins won the money back uh, a ladder match, that Seth Rollins would cash in at WrestleMania and become champ. And you know what? He was right. So, I mean, I don't have any personal grievances with Rollins because the guy is a phenomenal wrestler, and he plays his heel character perfectly, and and despite whether you like him or not, I actually wish him the best of luck in his championship run. So yeah, that was WrestleMania 31, and I can definitely say this was a pretty good pay-per-view this year. It was definitely a lot better than I expected it to be. But then again, from what I saw on the Raw and Rebound Facebook forum, NJ Knight said the same thing. So all in all, as I stated, my favorite matches of the night were Sting versus Triple H and Taker versus Wyatt. And so overall, I would probably have to give WrestleMania 31 a 9 out of 10. And with that has been my review of WrestleMania, and that's been the road to WrestleMania for another year. So I've now officially fulfilled my quota for WWE videos this year, unless they do something incredibly stupid in one's round. But we'll have to wait and see. So, but anyway, that's me done for WrestleMania videos, and I can now take this fucking thing off. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this a series of videos. I'll probably do it again next year, but hopefully next time I'll try to maybe change the formula a bit, so I can sound a bit more professional sounding and wise. And as always, if you enjoyed this, then like, share, comment, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to see more videos I do. And that's all I got to say about that. And until next time, this is Ambergirl from 100 signing out. Later.